Hey guys, it's Eric Nguyen from Ascensu Agency, and today I'm going to be talking about exactly how to lower your Google Ads cost per click for your local business, especially if you're in the dentistry side of things. And let's dive right in and get started, okay? So making sure, but face, if you guys haven't checked me out about the Ascensu Agency, my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel, and my TikTok channel will be all in the description for you in this Gamma document. This is where I provide all my resources, tips, and tricks, exactly breaking down how I run Google Ads and optimize for you guys for your local business, or especially if you're in the dentistry business, to optimize for better performance and scale and grow your local business instead of just relying on your sphere of influence and your friends and family, okay? And if you guys want to learn how to break this down, I walk you through exactly how to set up Google Ads from 0 to hero, known as from A to Z, and breaking this down from going from 0 to 10,000 or going 10,000 to 100,000 here. But let's dive right in, guys. So the first thing that we want to make sure and we want to understand is we want to know what is cost per click, which is known as CPC. It's basically a bidding, meaning that you're basically paying for each click on your ad. For cost per click bidding, you usually are going to have the original set for maximum cost per click bid, or simply known as a maximum CPC. That's going to be the highest amount that you're willing to pay for a click on your ad, unless you're setting bid adjustments, or known as using enhanced cost per click. Since we want to be paying for the lowest cost per click with how much budget you're marketing to potentially get more customers, right? So we want to make sure that, if you have, let's say, for example, if you have an average budget of spending $50 a day and your average cost per click is $10, then you're going to get potentially 5 leads every single day. So if you select a maximum cost per click, which is known as your max CPC, the most typically you'll be charged for a click is really going to be dependent. And sometimes you'll even often be charged less, right? Sometimes even much more less. And the final amount you're charged for a click is going to be considered as your actual CPC. And what I mean by that is just means that, well, depending on the day of what is the cost per click for ad spend for that day, that's going to be the actual cost per click. And then the most typically you're going to be charged for the maximum you're willing to spend, but sometimes it can be cheaper than certain days from there. So with that being said, that means that if you enter a maximum CPC and someone bids and clicks on your ad, that click won't cost you more than the maximum cost per click that you set amount to, right? You'll want to make sure that in this case scenario here, you actually want to select between manual bidding, where you choose your bid amounts, or actually an automatic bidding, where you let Google set the bids to try to get the most click within your budget. Right. And sometimes with Google Ads, since they're changing with their technology and advancing in 2024, cost per click pricing could also mean sometimes pay per click, right? That's something that you might see often here. But moving on. So we want to understand exactly how does cost per click work, right? So Google Ads is basically an auction where it is focused on keywords. So when you search for a keyword, you're going to see a selection of ads from businesses who are bidding on the same keyword. So let's just say, for example, we're going to be using the keyword dentist near me. You're going to see a bunch of multiple businesses on the search on the top search competing with one another. As we mentioned here, we can see here dentist near me. We're going to see a sponsored ad, as we can see cost per clicker here. And then you're going to be able to see organic searches as well, right? So that means that the best thing about this is, when you run Google Ads, Google Ads is not going to let the highest bid for cost per click to win. This is because Google Ads uses a formula to calculate the winner for the number one position, right? And to get the number one position, you actually have to have your maximum cost per click bid, multiply it by the quality score, which will equal your ad rank, right? So this is the formula here, as we can see. And the reason why Google uses this formula is because their goal is to match highly relevant ads and websites to the user search query. So this means that it's important to check the relevance of your ads to the search query, landing page, and the historical click-through rate of your ads. So what I mean by the relevance of your ad, we want to make sure that when someone is actually clicking on your ad, they have an actual high intent of wanting to buy your services, versus someone who, when someone clicks on your ad and they're looking for a job application or wanting to know more news about you and not taking action, we want to make sure we disregard that, filter those people out of your search terms or your keyword searches, so that way we only want people who are actually want to make an action for your page. And so this is what we can see in terms of the image. And here's a live image of breaking down exactly what I mean. When you do a Google search, you'll see sponsored ads here. Then you'll see organic searches, and then organic searches of the companies as so forth here, right? So now, why is this important to understand this, right? And think about it as like this. Google Ads is like an auction, but how do we know who's actually going to win? To understand this, we want to put this in simpler terms in an example. So let's just say you're competing against another dentistry business and you're willing to pay $2 for your ads, targeting dentists near me, and your ads have a click-through rate of 12%. Your competitor is, and for another example, your competitor is going to be wanting to pay $5 for their ads, dentists near me, but they only have a click-through rate of 3%. Who is going to win, you or the competitor? Obviously here, you're going to win the auction because Google would prefer a click-through rate of 12% versus someone with a 3% click-through rate chance, even though they want to spend $5, right? And to understand this we're going to go back to this page of relevancy, right? And maximum cost per click and quality score, right? The whole point of this Google form is that we want people who are actually clicking on your page, going to the landing page, and are actually clicking to take an action versus someone who, that are spending $5 and has only a 3% click-through rate. And out of that 3% click-through rate, there's a very low chance someone's actually going to take an action. And this is why it's very crucial to understand about Google Ads. So no matter whatever you're setting your budget to exactly, it's not going to set an actual budget to spend all $50 in one day, depending on what the Google Ads like to do, right? Because it's all going to be relevancy and checking on your quality score. But to make sure that you guys actually check your click-through rate and your impressions and see your cost per click, I've actually broken it down for you guys exactly how to track your Google Ads performance here. So if you guys actually head over to Google Ads, to the tracker performer here, and you click this link, my Ascensio Agency Google Ads performance is going to pop up for you guys here. And what this does is this is going to allow you to check your data and visually see your Google Ads account. This is going to sync your account and track everything from your click-through rates, your impressions, your conversion and cost per click. This will make it easier for you to read the data and discern what levers you need to pull to optimize changes for your Google Ads account. So whether it be changing your Google Ads quality score, your relevancy, Google Ads headline, making sure your landing page is congruent, right? So, and once you click this page here, all you're going to have to do is select this option here where it says click to select your data. You're just going to connect your Google Ads account there and it'll sync everything to track for your performance. As we can see here, you can see all the cost per click that you need to see. What is the conversion rate? What is the click-through rate and impressions exactly? And the data will pull up. And this is connected to Google itself. So this will not be me looking into hacking your account or anything like so whatsoever. This is all directly related to connected to Google. So this will make sure that it's going to be syncing with your data, your account. I can't touch it or anything like that or hack it or anything. My goal is not to do that. My goal is to help you make sure that you understand the data you're performing in your local business, especially if you're in the dentistry business. So that way you can break down everything and make sure you can optimize here. But overall, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to leave a comment if you guys have any questions about this. I'd love to answer your guys' question. And make sure to like this video, give me a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching this video here.